Okay, is it going?
Yes, that's why I said action.
Well, just making sure. All right, well, today we're going to be learning about DNA replication. Now, first we're going to have to learn about the structure of DNA. So, first I want you guys to tell me, what do you guys know about DNA in general? Anything.
It's double-stranded.
Double-stranded.
Helix.
I apologize for my handwriting. Double-stranded helix. Anything else?
4 base parts.
Four base parts, okay. All right, anything else?
Inherent in all living things.
Inherent in all living things. Okay, yes.
Carries the genetic code.
Genetic code. Okay. Anything else that y'all can think of?
Blueprint for life.
That's included in genetic code. But yes, it is a blueprint for life. It's the instructions for all of life. So we're going to tape that there. And we'll be going through these. Can you see it on the...
Well, you can see the paper, you just can't read it.
That's fine. Okay, so you guys are all right on most of these. It says 4 base parts. I'm going to put parts and put pairs. So you have 4 bases in general, and they form pairs. So first off, there's only so much room on this wall. I'm going to put up this. This is your basic DNA strand. So, as you said, it's double-stranded. It's got nitrogenous bases that form up on each side. Alright? So something really important to know about DNA is that it is anti-parallel. Do you guys know what anti-parallel means? Or have an idea of what it could mean?
Never parallels, it's never the same twice.
Okay, never the same twice?
As in there's no 2 sets of pairs that are going to be the exact same in a row.
Not quite. You guys have any idea? Okay,
No clue.
so parallel is both lines are going in the same direction. Anti-parallel,
The lines are going in opposite directions.
the lines are going in opposite directions.
Okay.
So we represent this in on our DNA as 5' and 3'. So 5' on one side, 3' on the other. And then if you have a complementary strand, you would write it like this.
Okay.
Alright? So, back to our structure. We have a sugar phosphate backbone that our nitrogenous bases connect to. So we have 4 nitrogenous bases. We have thymine, adenine, guanine, and cytosine. Say them with me. Thymine, adenine, guanine, cytosine. One more time. Thymine, adenine, guanine, cytosine. All right. So those are our 4 base pairs, or 4 bases. Now, they form complementary base pairs. So thymine and adenine are always going to pair up, and guanine and cytosine is always going to pair up in DNA. Later we'll learn about RNA, where they don't necessarily always pair up. But for DNA, focus on DNA, these always pair up as complementary base pairs.
Okay.
Alright? So, uh-oh.
You're
All
wrecking.
right. So, thymine and adenine go together as a base pair, and guanine and cytosine go together as a base pair. Complementary base pair. All right, so say it with me. Thymine and adenine,
complementary base pair.
Guanine and cytosine is the complementary base pair.
I remember that.
We often shorten these off into T A, G, and C. I know my G looks like a 6. I apologize. G and C. Now here I have one side of a DNA strand. Now we said they were double-stranded. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what our second complementary strand is. So we have a 5 prime. As I said, DNA is anti-parallel. So what needs to be there?
3.
So it's going to be 3 prime.
I love you too. Go to bed.
All right, and then we have 2 A's. So A pairs with what?
T.
T.
T. So
So
adenine
T.
pairs with thymine.
2 T's.
So it'd be TT. All right, and then we have 2
AA.
T's next.
AA.
AA.
T.
Next we have another A. So it'd be a T. Then we have 2 G's,
CC.
CC.
which is
Guanine.
No, cytosine.
cytosine. We're looking for the C's.
Oh, yeah.
But you're right. Those G's are guanine. So then we'd have 2 C's. Then we have
3
2
G's.
C's.
So it'd be
3
two-
C's. Excuse me. 3
Yeah,
C's.
3
3
G's
Gs.
and
3
guanine.
G's. So we'd have 3 guanine. 1, 2, 3. And then we have a T,
Which is
Be an
adenine.
A.
which
For
would be
adenine.
A for adenine. Good job.
And then
And then a 5.
5 feet.
And then it would be 5 prime. The little dash mark after it is prime. So this is how DNA is formed. This is the structure of it. Next, we're going to learn about DNA replication. Now, I want you guys to think, why do we need DNA to be replicated?
Because we have cells dying all the time and they have to be regrown and rebuilt.
Okay, our cells need to be regrown and rebuilt. That's true. But why do we need our DNA in those cells? To
To give it the code it needs.
Exactly. So our cells need the instructions on how to work in our DNA. So that's very good. So that's what we're going to talk about in our next section.